So Brian Freedman, Justin Baldoni's attorney, has broken his silence about Judge Lyman dismissing their case. We're going to get into everything he has to say, and I'm still pissed off. As you guys know, much of Justin Baldoni's case yesterday was dismissed by Judge Lyman. I went on a rant. It was all over the place and scattered. I'm still pissed off. I'm still not understanding. I've watched different legal analysis about it, but to me, it still does not make sense. This California law, these different laws that protect people who can make false accusations to destroy a person's life, and they have no legal recourse to fight against it, is unconstitutional. And I don't see how this is not going to make its way to the Supreme Court. This is absolutely ridiculous. It is detrimental to the safety of just about anybody who is an employer or works at a company. And especially if you're a man, anybody can just make false accusations and it's covered by privilege. And your whole life can be destroyed, and the legal system will just give a big F you to you and just tell you to deal with it, to live with it. Your reputation can be harmed. The media can publish anything, and it doesn't matter. There's no consequences for them. They're the ones protected, even though you are the real victim, just like Justin Baldoni is, Jennifer Abel, Melissa Nathan, Jamie Heath, Steve Sarowitz, and all of their family and the people who work and support Wayfair. To me, this is a complete miscarriage of justice by narcissists and egomaniacs who are privileged, elitists, who are rich and powerful. But we know the rules don't apply to them. And this proves it. This case right here proves exactly what many of us have been saying and feeling for so long. And now we're seeing that bullies are protected legally to do whatever they want. And the legal system will continue and aid them in victimizing you. So let's get into this. Justin Baldoni's lawyer breaks silence on Blake Lively's false victory after his lawsuit is dismissed. Justin Baldoni's lawyer said they will move forward with the same confidence that we had when Miss Lively and her cohorts initiated this battle. Justin Baldoni's attorney is breaking his silence after his $400 million countersuit against Blake Lively was dismissed by the judge. In a statement obtained by People Tuesday, June 10th, It Ends With Us actor-director's lawyer Bryan Freedman said Lively and her team's predictable declaration of victory is false. On June 9th, Judge Lewis Lyman, granted motions to dismiss Baldoni's countersuit against Lively 37, her husband Ryan Reynolds, and their publicist, which alleged extortion and defamation, as well as his $250 million libel lawsuit against the New York Times. The judge noted that Baldoni's legal team can still amend the claims for breach of implied covenant and tortious interference with contract with a deadline of June 23rd. While the court dismissed the defamation-related claims, the court has invited us to amend 4 out of the 7 claims against Ms. Lively, which will showcase additional evidence and refined allegations, Freeman said in his statement. Okay, so this makes me feel better because there's 7 claims and they get to amend the majority of them. So 3 of them they cannot, but 4 of them they absolutely can. So we still have a case, guys. He added, the case is about false accusations of sexual harassment and retaliation and a non-existent smear campaign, which Ms. Lively's own team conveniently describes as untraceable because they cannot prove what never happened. Absolutely. Baldoni's legal setback is the latest twist in the It Ends With Us legal saga. Okay, we should need all that. I just want more statements. Most importantly, Ms. Lively's own claims are no truer today than they were yesterday. And with the facts on our side, we march forward with the same confidence that we had when Ms. Lively and her cohorts initiated this battle, and look forward to her forthcoming deposition, which I will be taking. Guys, she's still getting deposed. She still has to prove her case. No, boo. You're not dropping it. You're not dropping it. We still are dragging you to court. We still want justice. We still are going to drag this thing out, and the truth is still going to come out. Okay? The truth is still going to come out. Freedman added in his statement, we are grateful for the organic show of support from the public and for the dedication of the internet sleuth community who continue to cover the case with discernment and integrity. That's our lawyer, Bryan Freedman. I like this dress. I actually like this dress. And I like the shoes for once. Blake's face. Why does her makeup never match her actual body? And it's like this painful smile. Just delete the person. The dress is cute. Um, Pointing to a California law passed in the wake of the Me Too movement, Judge Lyman ruled that Lively's sexual harassment allegations were legally protected and couldn't be used as grounds for a defamation claim. Further, Baldoni and his fellow plaintiffs associated with the production company Wayfair have not alleged that Reynolds, publicist Leslie Sloan, or the Times would have seriously doubted. What? Have not alleged that Reynolds, publicist Leslie Sloan, or the Times would have seriously doubted. Seriously doubted Lively's initial claims, which doesn't prove they defamed Baldoni, the judge wrote. Okay, whatever. All right. And of course, Blake is taking her victory lap and she's, on Instagram saying she wrote of the pain of a retaliatory lawsuit linking to several women's rights organizations. While the suit against me was defeated, so many don't have the resources to fight back. I'm more resolved than ever to continue to stand for every woman's right to have a voice in protecting themselves. You are an absolute abomination, honestly, to humanity. Okay, as I was looking for something else, I came across this about Liz Plank, who used to host who was the co-host for the Man Enough podcast alongside with Justin Baldoni and Jamie Heath. We know she stabbed him in the back and basically left the podcast, tried to make these cryptic statements, basically holding men accountable and all of this other stuff. She's an abomination as well. But this is what she did. Doesn't look like she made a statement, but then she wrote this comment. It says, she liked a comment that said, I just saw the funniest boy problem get dismissed by a federal judge in New York. LOL. And she liked that. And then she then she added LMFAOOO. So she's laughing, her non-existent cheeks off, her pancake booty off. This is what she's laughing at. It's just so funny for false accusations to continue. It's just so funny to her for men and women to be victimized by Blake and Ryan because she feels so powerful now that this happened. She's very excited. Now they're saying cue all the unhinged Baldoni stan comments. We're unhinged. You used Ryan to get ahead and walk all over Justin because he was less powerful. This makes me so sad. Yeah, this is why BuzzFeed is in the garbage and is a trash organization that has been bankrupt, had to do, lost all of their clout, all of their things, because these are the deranged takes that we see, not only in the mainstream media, but struggle bus media like BuzzFeed want to come in here and do this. I don't understand how women can be feminists and understand that Blake got 2 women fired from It Ends With Us. I don't know how these women can be feminists and understand they falsely accusing a woman, Jennifer Abel, a woman, Melissa Nathan. These men have wives, they have daughters, they have families. Okay. There have been death threats, particularly against Steve Sarowitz, his daughter. But they don't care about that because all they care about is proximity to power, proximity to fame. Or they want clout. They just want to believe the elitist blonde woman who just said, these men did this to me, while we all know it was a lie. We know what she did with the movie, trying to take over the movie. We know Blake's character. This is why even her best friend, the godmother to her children, has sided with Justin Baldoni. So please, all of these people, guys, karma is coming. It is going to happen. We had a setback. Okay. We had a setback, but the war is not over. We lost some of the battle. Okay. Just a little bit of the battle, but we are still pushing ahead. And so when I see Bryan Freedman's words, it encourages me. And in fact, let me just click off of that because they're getting on my last nerve. Even looking at these people makes me want to throw up. We are still fighting on, guys. So be encouraged as new things come out, new analysis. I'm going to try to put together some new stuff so we can just decipher what is going on and hopefully, just see, I guess, push aside all of the noise, all of the mess, all of the chaos, and what we can do legally. Now, I know this is not my case. This is not your case. Okay. But Bryan Freedman is our attorney, and we're invested in this emotionally because many of us have been victimized. We have been victimized, whether it's sexual assault, abuse, sexual harassment, and maybe someone didn't believe you. Maybe it's your friends or family members, or they just bared that burden, that pain in silence, and was too afraid to speak out. Or maybe you were bullied, maybe bullied as a child, bullied by your own family, bullied by your abuser, bullied, in school, bullied as an adult. As we're seeing, adults can be bullies. And I'm sorry, am I glitching? I feel like I'm glitching, but either way, we've been bullied. And so we are personally invested in this case, and we want to see justice. If a man truly has victimized a woman, yes, we want to stand up and speak out against those things, and he deserves that punishment. But Justin Baldoni, Jamie Heath, they did absolutely nothing wrong. They have stood up for women, stood side by side by women. This movie, It Ends With Us, was about domestic violence and fighting for real victims, which he has always made it about real victims. So he did not give up on us as women, as victims, and we cannot give up on him. We must continue to fight. What does that say about us if we just let this one defeat completely sway us, completely throw us off the trail, completely make us stop supporting him, or make our voices more quiet? We shrink back. We hide away because our feelings are hurt. No, we have to continue to support a man who supported us, who supported real victims. And that is exactly what I'm going to do. So the fight continues, guys. Make sure you're subscribed, hit the notification bell, and I will see you very shortly.